In this tutorial, we are going to be focusing on the specific portion of the brain which we call the brainstem. The brainstem is located at the base of the brain connecting the cerebrum with the spinal cord. It consists of the midbrain, pons, and medulla oblongata. For proper understanding of the brainstem, let's take a very quick revision and understand what is brain itself. Here we have a typical structure of the brain. What we have at the front here in yellow is what we call the frontal lobe. And here is what we call the parietal lobe. And here, the one which we have in the red is what we call the occipital lobe. And here, this down part, that is a particular portion on its own, is what we call the cerebellum. And here is what we call the pons, which is part of the brainstem. Because from here to here is what we call the brainstem, which consists of the midbrain, pons, and medulla. 1, 2, and 3. So, what do you understand by the word brain? When we say the brain is the control center of the body, which is responsible for processing information from the senses, controlling movement, thought, emotions, and regulating the bodily function. And remember, the brainstem, we said it consists of the midbrain, pons, and medulla. Opposite to those, we have what we call the cerebellum. That is opposite to the medulla. We have what we call the cerebellum, and superior to it, we have the cerebellum. When we say that's the first one, cerebrum, that is the largest part of the brain for thinking, sensation, etc., etc. And the last one which we have, which is opposite to the brainstem, which is cerebellum, this is located at the back of the brain, which is responsible for all coordinating movement, balance, and posture. This is what we call the cerebellum. And from here to here, which are the main part, is what we call, this is cerebellum, and here is going to be cerebrum. If you extend this structure of the brainstem, you are going to have this. If you pay attention and look at it properly, in the superior angle, we have what we call the thalamus, and inferior angle, we have what we call the spinal cord. These two are not part of the brainstem. What we have here in green, the mid, pons, and medulla, are the main component or main part of the brainstem. Let's look at the function of the brainstem. This particular up portion, which we call the midbrain, the top part of the brainstem is crucial for regulating eye movement. And down here we have the pons, and this pons, that is the middle portion of the brainstem, which coordinates facial movement. That is this part. It coordinates facial movement, hearing, and balance. And the last one which we have, which is the medulla oblongata, the bottom part of the brain stem, which helps in regulating the breathing, rhythm, blood pressure, and also swallowing. So this is it for this problem. I hope you find it helpful. If you do, please don't forget to subscribe. I also have some videos on the cell division, glial cells, body fluid compartment, oogenesis, passive diffusion, etc., etc. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you, and see you next time.